AC fight where two ACs were fighting me at once, and then we had a special AC fight where I had one weak point. You had to hit it, and it wasn't vulnerable anywhere else, and you had to kind of focus in on that weak point. It was pretty neat. I had a good time with the game yesterday. So I finished my stream. Everything's good, right? After the fact, I start seeing people tweet. Well, I guess is it even called tweeting anymore? Who knows? And also leaving comments on the videos. Oh, isn't it funny how Phil knew the optimal build for the C-Star boss? And I'm like, how did I know the optimal build? I'm like, wait a minute. The build I'm using is dual miniguns and this dual rocket launchers. And this was explained or suggested to me like 2 streams ago by someone. They had said that this was a build they were using. They really liked it. So later on in the game, if I have the ability to use it, I should try it. So I already had one minigun. I liked it, but it was starting to run out of ammo. I bought dual miniguns. This is actually how I ended my last stream, dual miniguns. And again, I liked them, but they kept running out of ammo. So I needed to upgrade my missiles regardless. I was using plasma missiles, and those aren't very good. They're only good for, like, stunning, but they're not very good for damage output. So I was like, I got to upgrade my missiles anyway. So, you know, I basically was going along with a suggestion of a viewer from, like, 2 different streams ago. And then I used it. I was like, wow, this is really good. It worked really well. Okay, I'll keep going or rolling with it for the stream. That doesn't mean I'm going to use it for the rest of the playthrough. It just means I'm going to use it for the stream or whatever. Then you get people complaining, oh, you see, he already knows the optimal builds. What are you talking about? It was a viewer suggested build from 2 streams ago, and I just happened to use it. I mean, I was using tons of builds during this playthrough so far, so I don't get what you're saying. Then I start getting comments on videos. Oh, see, Phil copied Asmongold because Asmongold used the dual minigun, dual missile launcher build his whole playthrough, and Phil obviously watches Asmongold and just copies everything he does. Isn't it funny? Because previously, also when he played Elden Ring, he had an Asmongold build. And I'm like, you guys are going to understand something, all right? I don't watch other streamers. I do not. If I ever watch another streamer, I'm watching them play a game after I've played it already. I never watch another streamer play a game ahead of me because I don't want to spoil myself, ever, all right? I have not literally ever seen a moment of Asmongold playthrough. Not once. The little bit I saw was when he was talking about me while playing Diablo 4, so I just inadvertently saw him play some Diablo 4 when I was listening to what he had to say about me, and I literally paid no attention to his gameplay. I was just listening to what he had to say about me. You see? So, I didn't pay any attention to this nonsense. I don't know what you're talking about. But this is what I mean. Like, people are always out to take anything that's going on with me and kind of discredit it or make an excuse for it. It's toxic behavior. It's incredibly disgusting, cult-like toxic behavior. Phil can never do well at a game. It's always because he's cheating or because someone held his hand or whatever. In this case, there was a suggested build by a viewer 2 streams ago. I remembered they had mentioned that, and I was kind of working toward it. By the way, I've done other things. I've tried other builds. You know, people are now suggesting a tank build. They think that the tank build is actually the ideal build for the game, and that the tank build will help a lot with bosses, so I might try that. I also upgraded my body and my head and my arms and other things as well yesterday. I wasn't told to do that. I'm doing things naturally you would do in the game. So, I don't get where this comes from, except, oh, you know, people just want to talk shit about Phil, as usual, right? It goes exactly along in line with actually what happened on last night's late stream, which we'll talk about too. So anyway, I had a great time with Armored Core 6 yesterday. It looks like we're at the end of chapter 3. From what I'm being told, there's 5 chapters, 41 missions, but you can't do them all because certain missions are choice missions. We have to decide to do one way or the other. So I'm not sure exactly how many missions you have to play through to beat the game, but it looks like we're nearing the end of chapter 3, and about 9 hours in. Some people have said on average the game's around 20 hours long. I don't know. It seems like I might be turboing through it a little bit. Maybe I'm getting lucky. I mean, it could be because people help me with Baltius, and it could be because I'm getting lucky with certain builds or whatever, that I'm kind of going through faster than other people. And that's